Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be diving in to look at the full moon in Virgo, a collective reading on what is this full moon bringing up, what needs to be released, and some oracle cards on what specifically to focus on with this full moon in Virgo energy. So, as always, if you've watched my videos before, I like to mention the previous moons, the new moon and the full moons of the current moon sign. So for this Virgo full moon, the previous new moon in Virgo was August 27th, 2022, and the last full moon in Virgo was March 18th, 2022. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this Virgo full moon is February 24th at 7:30 in the morning is when it is peaking. So I like to mention the previous moons in Virgo as like a cycle marker. So we have the new moon to the full moon cycle, which is like every month, but then we also have longer cycles. So like the new moon in Virgo last summer on August 27th may have started a cycle for you to this full moon in Virgo, and the full moon in Virgo all the way back in March 18th, 2022 may have started a cycle for this full moon. So I like to mention those dates in case anything reoccurring has been coming up, and you can look back and see if you're just facing any similar challenges or just things coming up that you were dealing with at those times also. So yeah, we're going to get right into what it's bringing up, what needs released and focuses. And yeah, so if you don't know me, hi, I'm Marie. I am a intuitive tarot reader. I read tarot and oracle, and I also have personal bookings open if you wanted to check those out. And I am also an artist of multiple forms. I make these handmade notebooks and stickers, and yeah, I am a dreaming witch. So let's get into the reading. All right, let's just hop right into what is this full moon in Virgo bringing up in the collective. I do these moon readings every new moon and full moon, and I am working on eventually getting some other collective readings out there, but I've been a little busy, so it is what it is. So yeah, what is this Virgo full moon bringing up in the collective? And we have the Aquarius new moon to start off this cycle, which may have been a little chaotic since there is like a lot of planetary stuff in Aquarius going on right now. Starting with, Pluto. I think Mars and Venus maybe just went into Aquarius, or Mars was already there and Venus just went into Aquarius. There's a few planets in Aquarius, so a lot of Aquarian energy. And now we have the full moon in Virgo to complete the cycle that started with that new moon in Aquarius. So if you want to go check out that video, it's on my channel. I might link it. I don't know how to do that yet. But let's look at what this full moon in Virgo is bringing up for the collective. What is this full moon in Virgo bringing up for the collective? And if you see me looking over here, it's just my notes. I just keep like my questions on a note thing so I don't forget them. What is this full moon in Virgo bringing up for the collective? All right, what is this full moon in Virgo bringing up for the collective? Are we not gonna do a chaos card? All right, what is this full moon in Virgo bringing up for the collective? Ooh, Temperance. All right, so sorry, the glare is kind of annoying me. We got Temperance to start, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Definitely a making do with what is going on kind of energy. Working with maybe some of the chaos, the kind of disruptions in your life, and making do with it, going with the flow here. What else can we say about what this Virgo full moon is bringing up? And the whole alchemization process. I've been seeing alchemy talked about a lot on Twitter, just from scrolling. So alchemy, I'm not an alchemist necessarily, at least, I haven't studied it extensively, but the process is basically, turning something else into something else. So one of the examples I saw was, return to senders were being talked about, and someone was saying, why return that energy to the sender when you can alchemize that to work for you? And I thought that was very interesting. So I kind of feel like that's the energy coming up here, is like alchemizing the disruptions, the conflict, and turning it into something that can work for you. So what else can we say about what this full moon in Virgo is bringing up? You might hear my cat playing in the background. 8 of Pentacles reversed. So 2 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, it's feeling like some relationships might be needing some more attention, might be needing some more communication, some more physical effort for each other, and just something to kind of bring you both back together and getting a look at the big picture. Where are you trying to go with this connection? This doesn't have to be romantic. This can literally be friendships and coworkers, but I'm feeling like this is more friendship, romantic area, like people that you're close to that are feeling maybe a little slighted or offended that maybe you haven't been putting in as much effort as they want you to, or you're feeling that way about somebody. And I feel like there's just a need for communication here. What are the expectations? And like, even with that 10 of Pentacles that was in reverse before, that's like disruptions in your relationships, in your close family relationships, in your money. And I think expectations need addressed here. So one more for the Virgo full moon and what it's bringing up. I hope that makes sense though. Like, people aren't mind readers. They don't always know what you want, and even if they do, they might not act on it until you actually ask. So I feel like speaking on things is going to be something that comes up here, which might be a little hard with all the tension in the air. But let's see, anything else for what this Virgo full moon is bringing up? I'm just feeling like restoring peace in your close connections is a thing that I keep feeling. Yeah, the 2 of Cups reversed. Literally, I feel like relationships just need tended to. And 2 of Cups, Temperance, they're both kind of balancing cards. So restoring balance, restoring peace, listening, opening up, what's the word I'm looking for? Opening your perspective to another person's perspective. And that doesn't mean that your perspective is invalid, and it doesn't mean that their perspective is invalid. You can both listen to each other without invalidating each other. You know, they might see things differently than you do, even if it's not the way you intended things to come across, and, vice versa. So being open to those different perspectives, I think, is something that is going to come up with this Virgo full moon energy. Alchemizing less than great situations to work for us the way we want them to, and especially in our relationships, taking a situation that was maybe not the greatest, an argument, a disruption, disagreement, and figuring out how to turn that into something that brings you guys closer, how to move past that and to understand each other on a bit of a deeper level. So yeah, let's get into what needs to be released with this full moon in Virgo energy. All right, so getting into what is being released with this Virgo full moon in the collective. My cat is being a menace. Anytime that I'm doing something that is not paying attention to him, he is doing anything to get my attention. All right, ignoring him. What does the collective need to release with this Virgo full moon? What is the collective working to release with with this Virgo full moon energy. What is the collective releasing with this Virgo full moon energy? Eight of Cups reversed. So holding on too tightly to certain things, that back and forth of should I stay, should I go? We even have the Four of Cups reversed down here. So it's like entertaining something that hasn't been working out for you a while. I've been seeing 111 when I look at the clock a good bit here. So that might be for somebody. What else? And I keep feeling like holding on to like rigid perspectives, kind of going back to what we were saying with the what's coming up with this full moon. Well, let's get another card. For what is this full moon in Virgo bringing up to be released for the collective? Yeah, Queen of Wands reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed on the bottom. I'm going to get one more. There's definitely like a sense of like lacking confidence here. Lacking trust in yourself to move forward. Whether that's like to change things or just to generally change a situation with somebody. To address something. I'm feeling like that's coming up here. All right, one more for what is being released. This Virgo full moon and the collective. One more. Page of Swords reversed. And we have the Ace of Pentacles upright on the bottom. So, we have the Eight of Cups reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Page of Swords reversed for what is being released. Yeah, I'm feeling like, especially since this Page of Swords came out last and this Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom, this is like releasing a mindset kind of thing, like a mindset that is keeping you kind of stagnant, that's keeping you kind of stuck, especially in your relationships. But even environments, I'm feeling like maybe a work environment, maybe just like where you're living. Maybe you're battling the thoughts of like, is it a smart move to leave this? Because, you know, you're used to it, you're established here. And I think you're going back and forth with your, like, your self-trust about it, about whether or not you think you can handle it, whether or not you think that, you're just, I don't know, like just wanting to move for no reason. But I don't think it's for no reason. I think you have good reasoning to want to move, and it's these self-doubts, these circling thoughts that are kind of holding you back. But if you move forward, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles energy comes through. Like there's a new opportunity trying to present itself to you. And even with the Lovers here, it's like there's a choice. There's like two paths to take here. There's some kind of, you know, should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I continue talking to this person? Should I continue working in this place? Should I continue having these kinds of connections, letting this slide, whatever it is for you? Or should you try something new? Should you address it? Should you bring it up? 444 on the clock there. Should you, you know, do something about it? And I'm thinking that that answer is yes. If you want some new opportunities, you got to make some moves. You got to move forward, even if it's kind of scary, even if you have to work to find your balance in these new situations. It will work out better for you in the long run than to keep yourself stuck and to keep yourself watered down. I'm definitely feeling like with this Queen of Wands reversed, it's like very watered down energy. It's like you have so much more to offer, so much more to give, but you're too hung up on these Eight of Cups. It's like this was a good thing at some point, but it's not necessarily working out the way you want it to anymore. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to like leave a person or a job, but it might mean you have to have some courage to speak up and to express yourself and to express your ideas. Even though it's scary, it can open up some new opportunities. I do think for some of you, for at least a select few of you, it will be like ending a relationship or ending a job. But for a good bit of you, I think it's just the courage to put yourself out there is needed, and releasing that self-doubt, that stagnant kind of energy. And we go all the way back to the alchemization process of like making something better out of what you've already got going on. So like if you're not leaving fully, you're not breaking up with somebody, you're not quitting your job, you got to work with what you have going on. And the best way to do that is to speak up and address what needs addressed. Ask for what you need. Say what your limits are. So that's probably a message for somebody out there. And yeah, I feel like that wraps that up pretty well. Is there anything else we need to know about what's being released with this Virgo full moon? Oh, we got the High Priestess. I feel like you know what this is. You like have some kind of subconscious thoughts, feelings that have been kind of coming up maybe since the new moon in Aquarius, or maybe before that, but especially since that new moon in Aquarius. And something I remembered with that new moon in Aquarius reading was I pulled the blue moon card, and the blue moon this year is going to also be in Aquarius. So the new moon was in Aquarius, and the blue moon is going to be in like 6 months in Aquarius. So I was feeling like some major cycles are starting with that last new moon and coming even into this full moon. I'm thinking that there are things that if you set them into motion now, they are going to pay off a lot more down the road than if you sit on it and wait on it even longer. Like these are things that have been festering, I think, in your mind, in your subconscious, that you've been getting intuitive hits about, nudges to go this way or that way. See, there's even this indecision here. Like, I feel like this energy has been lingering and it's tiring you out. There's even that Four of Cups again. Like, don't ignore the opportunities. Don't ignore the calling that is coming to you. Listen to it. Go after it. Follow it. Follow your heart. I know that sounds cheesy, but it is what it is. Yeah. Listen to your intuition. If something feels wrong to you, or something feels like you need to make a change, you need to say something, I think now is the time to do it. Like, of course, you can take time to prepare. I'm not saying like jump straight into it if you're not ready, but now is the time to start like that process, if that makes sense. So, all right, we are going to segue into the last part of this reading, which is the oracle cards for the focuses for this full moon. So these are the cosmic reading cards. I really like to use these to just get a quick, clear-cut answer for these kinds of questions. So, what should the collective be focusing on with this full moon in Virgo energy? These cards are kind of hard to shuffle though. What should the collective be focusing on with this full moon in Virgo? And Virgo is traditionally the Hermit card in tarot. So I feel like what I was saying is kind of opposite of that energy, of taking yourself back. But that's probably why it's coming up, is like, might be getting that natural inclination to pull back, to hermit, to, take some time away. And there's value in that. But it's like, how long are you staying in your hermit mode? Are you coming back out? Like, all right. Focuses for this Virgo full moon for the collective. What is the collective focusing on with this Virgo full moon energy? What is the collective focusing on with this Virgo full moon energy? Sacred journey, number 26. We are going to get into those descriptions in a second. Let me get a few more cards. What else? Ooh. Strength. Number 30. I like to mention the numbers for anyone into numerology. All right. One more focus for the Virgo full moon for the collective. One more. What is the collective focusing on with this Virgo full moon? Worlds within worlds. Okay, so we've got sacred journey, strength, and worlds within worlds, which is number 36. Can we get that a little guidebook because they give nice little descriptions? Sacred journey, there is wisdom in knowing that even the darkness serves its purpose in the growth of the soul. So this card is all about moving through darkness. Darkness is a misunderstood energy, which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around us and around the world. And we often see it as something that is separate to God. Most often it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled. Darkness, too, serves its purpose. Through darkness, we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our consciousness and understanding. The more you ignore and push away the darkness, the more it will be attracted to your space. Give loving understanding to it. See the lessons that unfold from the dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can transcend the illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark, you transcend the illusion of suffering. So this is associated with the solar plexus, and I think that goes with some of the stuff earlier. So the affirmation for that one is, I am triumphant in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the fruition of the soul. So very spiritual awakening kind of vibes, very, trying times, trying periods, lessons to be learned, that alchemization process. And strength, I mean, that just kind of goes with it. These mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. This card comes to you to remind you of your inner strength and courage. Although you may be feeling very weary and hopeless at this time, do not lose faith and heart. You're a lot stronger than you realize. Moving through this chapter of your life, you will understand the lesson of having to release your inner resistance and fears. By uncovering your true strength, you'll have the courage to move through it with clarity and understanding and compassion. The first step in uncovering and embracing your true strength is to accept your current state, whether it is vulnerability, powerlessness, emotional fragility, or weakness. The second step is surrendering to the universal life force of love. Allow the third step, empowerment, to flow into your life naturally. Strength and empowerment will come. Use this chapter to find your deepest source of strength, to renew your faith and be all that you truly are, a spiritual warrior living in conscious freedom. So this is associated with the sacral and the solar plexus. And then we have worlds within worlds, which I think is kind of just saying like everything is connected. Peace comes within the souls of men when they realize their oneness with the universe, and they realize it is really everywhere. It is in each and every one of us. So this card serves as a reminder to look within yourself for answers. It's wonderful that you're so open to the opinion of others, but be discerning. Use your inner knowing to decipher and interpret what feels right for you. Many look for the source of all life outside themselves, but if you truly wish to connect to that greater pull of conscious, look within. Inside you, the cosmic universe spans the inner worlds and stars. So, yes, see yourself as the greater body within you, the cell that also needs to hold its vibration and healthy light. Yes, creation, connecting with your intuition, like that High Priestess card that came out. And the affirmation for this one is, I am love, expanding and growing in power, clarity, and truth. So this one is connected to the heart, the third eye, and the crown. So we've hit, I think, all but the root chakra with these cards. So, sacred journey, strength, worlds within worlds. I think that goes back to the reading, is that these are going to be some trying times a little bit. There's going to be some disruptions. Learn to call on your strength. Learn to see the lessons in these situations, and connect with yourself. Connect with your intuition. Connect with your needs, your desires. You know, taking care of yourself, not outsourcing all of your advice from everybody else. And just know that, like, yes, this is going to take strength. Like, it's not like you need to brush your feelings under the rug and ignore them. Even surrender at the bottom here. Surrendering's not easy. Having strength isn't easy. It takes strength. It takes work. It takes, you know, tears. So, I believe in you guys. I think that this will work out as long as you plant these seeds, like I was mentioning with that blue moon card, with this being like probably a 6-month cycle for a lot of people. Plant the seeds, start taking the steps to nurture yourself, start taking the steps to express yourself, to listen to yourself, and continue to do that. You know, little by little, you start where you are and just see how much that grows over these next 6 months. I really do feel like it's going to be a big growth period this year for a lot of people. And that's probably because we are in a collective 8 year, but we're going to get into that another time. You could look it all up. I'm going to wrap the reading there. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you feel called to do. It really helps my channel grow. The shop link, my shop link, will be in my bio, where you can find all of my zodiac notebooks, my stickers, personal tarot bookings, etc. By the way, all of my notebooks have like printed pages with the symbols on them, and like they're colorful, so I really like my notebooks. So yeah, if I don't see you sometime in these next 2 weeks until the next reading, have a good full moon. Yeah, thank you for watching.